My name is Ivan Nkolo. I'm a qualified human resource manager, I would say. I qualified with a Master's of Science in Human Resource for International Development from the University of Manchester, the UK. I've worked in several international organizations in different countries. My work experience is almost over 13 years. The kinds of organizations that I've worked with are mainly charity organizations that take care of the needy out there in the communities and also the children. And I've also worked in the financial sector as a head of department for the human resource function. The skills I'm bringing on board and the expertise I'm bringing on board is basically coming from the experience that I've acquired in all these organizations that I've worked for. I come along with the experience of improving HR processes and systems as an expertise. I'm also coming with an expertise of building capacity in the area of human resource management and development. The other expertise that I come with is human resource consulting, because I've been involved in a number of assignments and this has exposed me to a number of skills. So I have a lot of expertise in building up systems, developing HR strategies, developing policies, guidelines, improving performance, organizational development, reviewing and streamlining HR tools. So that is what I've done, but also most importantly is I come along with the expertise of building capacity of HR practitioners who are studying HR in the university and those who are doing HR as their day job in the different organizations. Well, I was inspired to invest in human resource because it is a sector that allows you to relate with people. I have a passion of improving people's well-being, and because of that, I looked around and felt that this is the only sector that would enable me to make a contribution in terms of improving staff well-being, but also making a contribution to the performance of an organization whereby I'm able to support staff in aligning their performance to the organizational strategy. Yeah, one thing I like about Afrinection is the fact that it gives an opportunity for people to be connected globally around the world, whereby you can be easily accessed by people who need your service. They have a one-stop center, a hotspot where people go in, log in, and they are able to search for expertise. And I think that is one thing that I like about them. And of course, this will give me an opportunity out there for people to know the kind of HR consulting I'm able to provide and the contribution I can make to the different organizations. The challenge I faced in my work is I was contracted by a company to improve on their HR processes and systems. But along the way, during the contract period, the organization was not breaking even. They were not making profits, and yet we had signed a contract to have some work completed. So they failed to honor the contract. They failed to pay me, but I decided to leave it because I didn't want to have a disagreement with them or to build that wall that will prevent my future assignments with either them or other organization. But I used it as an opportunity to share that experience that I had with them, not because of what happened, but the work that they gave me to do, to use it as an opportunity for me to sell the services I offer to other organizations. Well, I offer a number of services to people, and these have made a great contribution to people's lives. I would want to give an example. I have different platforms where I build capacity, I share knowledge on what I've acquired. For instance, I have different online platforms where I share information about CV writing, about interviews, about jobs. I also give people an opportunity where they ask me questions on how to write professional CVs, cover letters, and how to navigate the current job market. And I've been able to provide that kind of guidance. I pose questions and able to interact with them. And this has really improved their capacity in terms of CV writing, in terms of cover letters, in terms of the quality of interviews they have. So that is one of them. The other thing is the HR consulting. I've done quite a number of consultancies, but mainly in terms of improving HR processes and systems. And these have helped people out there. Some of the organizations that have worked with me have been able to improve on the way they manage people, on the way they manage their systems in the organizations. And this has improved on staff well-being and increased on the productivity. So I believe that the expertise that I have as an HR and whatever I'm offering to this organization has played a big role in improving their lives. Well, innovation to me is about new ideas, new ways of work in order to address the needs of the changing market environment. And for me, how does it apply to me is the fact that a lot is happening in terms of the market, in terms of how we do things. There's a transition in terms of technology, in terms of reaching out people. If you relate it to what I do, in the past you'd advertise for a workshop where you want to share knowledge. Right now things have changed. Knowledge sharing is done online and you are able to reach so many people. So I'm talking about in terms of knowledge, passing on knowledge to others through online platforms. That is innovation. But also in terms of marketing services, it's a powerful tool whereby you're able to market your services online. A very good example is Afrinection. It's a way, it's a new innovation whereby I'm able to sell my product to the world, and people are able to get into the website and they're able to look out for the expertise that I have. So it's very applicable and it's the way we are going. Without technology, it's going to be very difficult for people to break through. What I see here is the missing element is basically lack of access to information. And of course this has affected a lot of things because most people in Africa lack access to information. There are a lot of things that are happening out there, new innovations. But because of lack of access, they are not able to change ways of life. There's a lot of information probably on the internet that can be accessed, a lot of research that has been done, a lot of concept papers that have been written on so many things. But because that information is not accessible, people cannot make a difference in whatever they are doing. And of course that one affects the economic development of most of the African nations. Because they are all doing the old ways of doing things, and this cuts across all sectors in life. So I think that is the biggest challenge, and I believe that if people had access to information, then probably things would be a little bit different.